climb ridge on the undersized Bullet. These are the old stopping grounds. I probably have more laps out here than any other trails in the world, specifically Middle Trail. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to do another episode of the GOIN Chronicles. It's a trail I know super well, but still gonna try and, you know, take a sight lap, get up to speed, and then try and put down like somewhat of a race lap and see what we can learn. So let's get into it. But let's gas this thing up and put down a sight lap. I know where I'm going, but at the same time, don't want to get too aggressive. Oh, I almost ran off the trail there. That was pretty good. Oh, came into that so much faster than I do on a normal bike. There's a berm. Oh! That's pretty good. Weird place to be chilling. Hopefully that guy moves. This bike rips. It just hooks all those flat corners. Oh, those have tightened up. This bike rips the flat corners, it's nuts. Gonna pedal back up the trail, see if I can scope any lines. You look at a track like this and just think, man, there's gotta be no line choice, but the fun thing is line choice is actually super important, and it's stuff like setting up 4 inches that way and then being on like the apex of this corner. It's really simple on the surface, but once you start pushing for times, like the margins end up being really small, and little changes in setup and braking end up making a huge difference. This is why I comically kind of say these are the best trails in the world, because it just forces you to dial in your flat corner technique and plug in on all those like really fine detailed line choices. And this one's always tough because the potential to do a huge setup line is there, but it's like, how much is it actually worth? Sometimes you can just compromise your whole line by trying to do a crazy setup. So you definitely need to do something here, but like I've done it where I've cut up all the way onto this bank, but it's also easy to do too much and blow the whole thing. All right, back at the top, run 2. I'll try and talk you guys through what I'm doing as I'm doing it. that, bro? That actually worked kind of good. Oh, so scary when the camber is like wrong for the bench cut. That was perfect. Oh. Feet on the pedals, that was good. Oh, messed that up. Oh, see, if I'm gonna screw up on this bike, I feel like it's like that, where the rear end goes around. Oh, that was so good. Oh no. Still a pretty big effort on the e-bike. Hit some sections so good and then blew the others. I think I undershot, overshot in the third one. So hopefully somewhere in the middle. These I tried to go kind of inside, but this corner just like hooks a bit too much at the end. It felt great coming into it, but I needed to do more of my cornering up there. So I don't think cutting inside on that first one is the move, but kind of hitting the meat of it, getting into this corner with a controlled amount of speed, and then darting into the inside at the last second is the ticket. It's not, these don't quite line up for as extreme of a inside as I was hoping for. This I feel like I hit really nice, got even a little bit higher. You can see here that I'm like slightly drifting this exit of the corner, and then I'm pretty sure I had my feet on and I was lined up to like pedal out of it. See, this is the type of like rut that I look for, and what seems to happen more often with longer chainstay bikes. You can see that I am like pressed into the ground and like generating traction through this very long period of time right here. That's like almost a full bike length and a half, 2 bike lengths long. On shorter chainstay bikes, it's much more challenging for me to carve such a smooth arc. Look at like the radius of this corner. There's no jinks in it, there's no hooks. It's like very consistent all the way through, and that's because I have the confidence to hold traction and stay composed while I'm sliding, which carries speed through the corner. On a shorter chainstay bike, what ends up happening more often than not in this style of corner is that I'll break traction and the rear end will step out in like one motion, creating like a kink in the corner, and then I have to like regather myself for the exit. It's very rare that the drift marks look like this. And then here I just gave it a bit too much pepper, but you'll notice I had a full rear end step out. Again, front wheel so planted that I would way rather have the rear end step out when I push it too hard than the front. So for this one, I just kind of need to come in with a bit more control and generate speed on the exit than like sliding in this entry and losing it all. I hit this one like what it do. Kept the feet on. Again, didn't get the setup as good as I wanted, but whatever happened, it happened good at the end there. I'm gonna try and hit a bit more of the meat of this corner. I was kind of like getting spat out at the end there and doing all my cornering at once, but it's tough because you're kind of hauling ass through here and the line of sight is not that good. I didn't get my setup line here because of that guy, but that actually worked really well. I think I kept my feet on and carried some good speed. I don't know if you guys can tell in the audio, but I am downshifting like on this straight and into a lot of the tight corners, just because you got to pedal out of them in the right gear. E-bike helps with that, but it's still important. All right, run 3. That was scary. Oh, nice. Apex that shit. Oh, riding the edge. That was terrifying. I'd say that was a good, clean race run. Didn't hit every section like 100% or even as good as I did in some of the other runs, but as a package, I think that came together really nicely. I feel like in the runs, not hitting a section like as good as you can possibly hit it feels like a bigger mistake than it actually is a lot of times. It's unrealistic to hit everything perfect, and yeah, I still think overall that put together a pretty good run. So let's check the results. All right, second on G's cut. God damn it. Who punked my ass? Scotty Bliss, you bitch. But pretty solid effort. Connor Weigart's not quite. I mean, I'm the only person in the last 2 years. I mean, in 2022, those last corners may have been straight. So I'm more than happy with that. You know, could have been a phone glitch as well. I'm not using a proper GPS, but 1 second off the KOM is my best effort yet when it comes to this stupid series. Okay, middle trail, that might be, yeah, that's the full thing. Again, I'm the only person in the last 3 years that have put in any sort of time. 5 seconds off, we'll take it. Let's see the difference in between the rides. Let's see, a 240, a 237, and a 233. That checks out. And then the top was a 135, a 125, and a 934. Okay. Strava's weird. It must not have registered. So, man, I feel like that top was faster. I feel like that EG's cut should be a KOM because I got second on the second run. Alright guys, my phone's on 1%. I don't think there's any way it makes it through this run, but bonus segment, this last trail is in KOM condition. It's running so fast. I just had one of my best runs on it without even trying that hard. So let's see if the phone gets it. If not, oh well, we'll just have a good fast run to do. Cut that corner. Says I PR'd it, which means the time's fast. Maybe I'm not as dope as I thought. I got a 141, which is 6 seconds slower. Interesting. Like, all right, I should be second. 141, personal record. Does it just like take a sec? Where's my medal, Strava? You're jipping my ass.